Hello and welcome to this codebook tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about room templates. Before we start, I think it's wise to explain why we would use room templates and the benefits of doing so. In any building where you have large repetitive spaces, such as dirty utilities, lab spaces, waiting rooms and staff areas, many of these rooms will repeat time and time again throughout our building. Instead of specifying individually and for every single room unique data, what Codebook allows us to do is create a room type template. This room type template contains all the basic data to make this room function. So it encompasses the room data, the design issues, the finishes, the briefing, the environmental information, as well as the door information, and any equipment we choose to associate with that room via an assembly. What this allows us to do is have Codebook control the data in one centralized managed location for each room type template and allows us to control that in one place. So if we need to make a change, such as a floor finish or a heating and ventilation requirement for a grouping of rooms, we only need to change that in one place in the Codebook templates editor, and that will impact every single room that has that template set. This is an extremely powerful way to deal with large, repetitive and duplicated rooms throughout our Revit and BIM projects. We're now going to look at the templates editor, so we're going to go to Build and Templates. Codebook will now ask you for your password, so if you can enter your password. And we're going to go to File and Allow Editing. We can now see the templates editor, and it's important to explain that a room type template is the highest level template we can associate with a room. The design issues, finishes, briefing, environmental, doors templates are all classified as sub-templates. This allows us to have multiple design templates or finishes templates for a room type and swap them out as and when needed. To make an edit in the templates editor, first we need to find the template we wish to deal with. And for instance, if I wanted to change the wall finish for every single room using this template, I can select from a drop down the wall finish I want, click the new one and click Save. This change will now be passed through to every single room using this template. We can create Codebook templates in a number of ways, but probably the easiest way to do so is from a room we already have loaded. So we're going to use our utility supplies room as an example. So I'm going to go to Room Information. I'm going to set out my values, such as my room values, my labels, my category, the room owner, the required area, as well as the room data, the design issues, the finishes, briefing, and environment information for this particular room. Once I'm happy with all this data, I can then go back to my room editor and select Room, Room Type, Make. And this will create a brand new template that we can use time and time again throughout our building. So I'm going to give this template a room type code, and I'm going to call it Utility Supplies. And I'll ask Codebook to create a new design template for each one of the subcategories for briefing, environmental, finishes, and design. I'm going to give it the same code also to aid identification. We can see now Codebook's created that template, and we can move on to any one of our other rooms, enter the room editor, scroll down to our room type, and select the relevant template we wish to apply. We can see now that the design issues, finishes, briefing, and environmental information has been updated and is using the new template. It's also possible to assign an assembly to our templates. If we move over to our furniture fittings and equipment option and assemblies, you can see now that I've got a number of pre-built assemblies. If I load up the templates editor, so if I'm going to go back to the templates editor here, you can see now we have the option to specify assemblies and door templates. So I want to find my utility supply template, and I'm going to now specify the type of equipment I wish to associate with this room. By clicking Save, we've now committed these changes back to a template, and once asked to, CodeBook will pass this required equipment into the required equipment list for this particular room and every room type of this style. That concludes our templates editor video. If you have any questions, please contact support@codebookinternational.com. Thank you.